Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. We're continuing with more Parcel Simulator gameplay. Please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you would. It does help me out a great deal, and I do appreciate the support as I chase my dream of being a content creator. My channel is exclusively dedicated to simulation genre games and simulation gameplay, as well as some cozy games mixed in there as well. Right now we're working on Parcel Simulator, I'm working on Animal Shelter 2, and also some Storekeeper. So if any of those interest you, please check out some of the other videos I do have on my channel. Last time in Parcel Simulator, what we ended up doing is we opened the stamp license. So we got a new piece to inspect on our parcels, and I don't have the machine for it yet. I do have to open 2 more pieces of the warehouse to be able to see that. But I also got the conveyor belt that recognizes when a parcel needs to be inspected. So what happens is it comes down this belt, hits here, and it goes off in that direction to my parcel inspection table, so I can open it and check it out. And it's going to help me out a little bit, I think. Instead of me having to manually do it, now it's just going to do it by itself. We got that by opening tier 6 of the warehouse. Also, what I did is I kind of moved stuff around. I pushed this back more, so I had more room in here for this particular area of my parcels. So when they're valid, like they go through everything that they're able to go through, and then they come out valid here. Now I still have to check them for the type. So I have to make sure that they're maritime, air, train, truck, those types of things. And if they're not any of those, then they go in the denial. And then I do have to manually check the stamps. However, I have kind of a good way to do that. I just go to my table, I unlock my tablet, and I have the stamp up here so I can see immediately if their stamps are good or not. Since this is fairly new, I'm not automatic with it yet. I'll probably get there like I was with doing the countries, but for now, it's just a helpful thing to have up on your tablet. And since your tablet doesn't go into lock mode when you leave the table, it's really helpful to have that piece of information available to double check the packets with. Other than that, I think everything is pretty much normal and has been the same. Today is Tuesday, so we can send out our maritime, and I'm going to do that right now before I forget. So all I do is everything's preloaded, and then when the day comes, I can click right away, send out the very first truck, and then just load up the rest of them with what I got here before I start into my actual day. It'll give us a little bit of a head start on some money, which, as you can see, we have 26,000, so we're not really hurting for money. But as those upgrades are expensive and buying what we need and what we want later is also expensive, I feel like hoarding my money is not a bad idea at this point. So I'm going to go through and just get all these processed in, and then we're going to start our day. Our day is over now, and as you can see, I've still got quite the mess going. However, I do feel like there's a couple of different improvements I can make. So I think I'm going to try putting those into action after I process all of this madness. So I'm just going to go through and check on some of these parcels and send them through, or not send them through, depending on, how they're classified. But I'm going to go ahead, clean up this mess, and then I'm going to work on those improvements. right, I've gotten everything processed. Like I said, I kind of came up with a couple of different things I wanted to try to do to make, I guess, my life a little bit easier, if that's possible, with the time being. As you can see, we've racked up even more money. We're at 38,000. So there is absolutely no reason why I can't do a few little adjustments here to make my life a tad bit easier in this section of Parcel Simulator. Now, I am going to send my maritime out. I know I only have 6 of 8, but I want everything out, so when we stock up more, we have all kinds of room for it. The other stuff I won't send out. I can't wait for air to be tomorrow because there is so much waiting to be shipped out for flight. And same for invalid, they're fine. And I'm just gonna check the truck one. That one's fine. Okay. So a couple of things I want to try to do. I kind of want to create a conveyor system from this section over here. We're going to do conveyor deliveries now. So when we get a delivery, everything is going to come on a conveyor. That might make life a little bit easier for me. We will see, but I am going to need a ton more conveyor belts and that sort of thing. Start with that. I'm going to get a couple just to begin with, and I'm going to go and grab those and then get them all set up for this truck delivery. The problem with the conveyor system with the trucks is I can't choose just one door and then let me just pile boxes from the other door. Once you've you're committed. So it'll be both doors, but like I said, if I can get this set up in a way that's going to work, I will be very happy. I'm just going to grab this from this door and weave this all the way over to here. Start. All right, I think I got it. So this will come off of this truck. I put this here so I could still go out the door. I think jumping over it actually might be more beneficial than crouching. Changed my mind. Do I have one more? I do. Here. Actually, I'll need a couple more. Okay, well, I still have to crouch anyway. If I jump, I still can't get through the door, so I have to crouch. Or I could just take the conveyor belt out every time I want to go to the door, through the door. Some gymnastics will be involved for that one. Anyway, let's test this. Okay, good. So that should work for at least that truck, that conveyor truck. Now, if I wanted to do conveyors off of this truck, I have to join here. So I would need a joiner and then probably, let's see, probably a curved piece and then maybe 3 more. Nothing is ever like wasted in this game. Like, you're always going to use these conveyor belts and things. Let's get those. I think I want one more curved just to stay away from this machine. Excuse me, corner conveyor. There's a technical term for it. Once again, I think I've got it, or at least this one. Let's test it. Yeah, it should work. In theory. Watch, it'll be just a cluster or something crazy. All right, so I made a few little improvements. There's one more improvement I wanted to make. There, this is the last improvement I kind of wanted to make. So this is for the parcels that need inspection on them. I'll grab another one. So this parcel will come down here. The loader conveyor will load it onto this waiting area or storage rack, I guess. And then this unloader will pop it off and onto the desk so I can collect it. So it's a little bit more of an improvement, a little bit stronger improvement, as well as some storage for that inspection parcel. So those are the little changes, little tweaks I made. I don't know. Next time we'll test it out. We'll see if it works, if it's fail or success. I guess we're just gonna have to find out with the next day if it's gonna work or not. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. I appreciate your support and you being here. Please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. It does help me out a great deal, and I do appreciate you doing it as well. I'm just a very small content creator and I'm just chasing a dream. So I'm gonna do more Parcel Simulator in the future, as well as other simulation genre type games. So until next time, take care of yourself, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.